Kangaroos taking on the Tongan side. We'll go through each lineup in a moment. But yeah, we'll go through it now actually. We'll start off with Australia, the home team, as we're here in RNZ. The fullback is Nick Pappenhausen. They have decided to go with a nod over Hunter Chase. Cruz Cattell, who hasn't played NRLC yet, but he's still young, that's why. Cody James, he had pretty good back end of the season. He didn't start off that good, but he ended up pretty good. Bobby Hillbilly, he was gun all year round. He kind of slowed down, but apart from that, he was good. Payson, he started off slow in the centres, but when he moved to the wing, he actually did pretty good, especially being in Ben Masters' shadow. May, we haven't seen him. He's been in the RLC before, but we haven't seen him this season. Tony Rivers, he's going to the NRLC after the grand final. No, he didn't make the grand final actually. These are his last ever RRLC games. Bruce Banner, he had a pretty killer season. Kelly, Harrison, Winey. Yeah, it's a pretty good lineup. We'll go over to the Tongan side now. Chase, Robson, we haven't seen him yet before. Cast, he had a pretty good season. Hayden Hughes, he's usually a centre. He's on the wing though. We haven't seen him play before. Neither with Whānau Taulonga. Ben Masters, we know who he is. He's a gun. Keon Masters, his little brother. See how he goes. Trading Cooper, I don't think we've seen him yet. Collins, we haven't seen him before. Hanley, we haven't seen him before. Hawk, he had a killer season. Lowe, we haven't seen him before. Tamika, he played for the Raiders about 2 days ago, so he did pretty good. Nichols, we haven't seen much of him this season because he only plays the All-Star games, but now he's going to be in a proper team next season. Tweed, Wonka, Sape, Hawk, some strong swords. And then if you weren't there for the team selection yesterday, well, it's still out, you can go watch it now. Not the team selection, all the squad announcements. When it comes up to Kiwi side, I had to say something about the Bears. The Bears, they're still in the league, right? But they're not. One of the new teams have bought out the Perth Bears, and now it's the Perth Kangaroos, I think. But the Bears are still in the league, but they're not. I think they're called the Sunshine Coast Bears or something. Queensland. They're relocated. They're basically a new team. All the players from the Bears moved teams. But Keo Masters, right? He's only 15 years of age. He's the youngest person in this whole competition. He's got a tattoo somehow. He plays for the Melbourne Storm. He grew up in New South Wales though. He was actually born in New Zealand but grew up in New South Wales. He's always been in his big brother Ben Masters' shadow. Always been in Ben Masters' shadow. Everybody always called him Little Masters growing up as they played one season together. Jersey Fleck, Storm. 2 years ago, I think. When he was 13. When Keo was 13, he was playing under 17s. Keo always played up. Like, they both always played up. As Bobby Hillbilly, he's got some speed now. He's been working on his speed, obviously. They always played up, but there was one season that Keo played super far up. Aronson, we haven't seen him play before. All these new players, this is their chance to make their name for themselves. We've never seen them before. Make them name for themselves before the season starts. So from final May, that's a pretty good kick. Robson though, he might be little, but he's got leaps on him. He grabs that no problem. Collins puts a stiff arm off. Does get caught by Rivers though. Masters, he's almost basically the opposite player as his brother. He got like the same amount of try assists that his brother got tries last season. And the amount of try assists his brother got, so the same amount of tries his brother got in try assists. As Ben, he gets the pass from his little brother and he just makes a killer of a run. He switches the other side to Cooper. Cooper gets caught by May. It's 5th and final now. Peyton bombs it up. Good chase, Peyton. He puts a shot on James. Boom. Peyton, he's trying to have a good season this season. Fresh tats it looks. No, it's not Peyton. What am I on about? Offside. That's Peyton, sorry. It's because of his headgear and Peyton usually kicks. It's Tualonga. Peyton's future center's pairing. What matters what positions they play next season. But yeah, he plays for the Pelicans now. Peyton's on playing for Australia. I was going to say, it's a bit tall for Peyton. Maybe he grew since the finals game. Hillbilly. They're not really going down Peyton's side, but Peyton does have Masters, who's also a pretty good defender, let alone attacker. They have both the Masters, actually, Ben and Keel. Tamati. Rivers gets caught by Lowe. It's the only time for these new players to have a game with or against. See, there's that was Peyton, that kick. With or against Ben and Tony. They're the players you want to see what their skill level is like, because they're the best players in the comp. Who knows? They might be better now. We don't know. Jackson Nichols, we haven't seen nothing from him yet. Keel. Oh, interception by Everett. We gotta remember Ben Masters, right? I talk about him a lot. I don't know what they're feeding them over in Melbourne, because both the Masters brothers, they played in Melbourne for most of their career, right? Yeah, Masters played for New Zealand at the same time as Melbourne. But look how big these boys are. Ben's only 17. Well, he's about to turn 18, but still. Ben Masters, he'll be 18 basically. Yeah, he'll be 18 by the time he can make his RRLC debut. Rivers is 19, so Rivers is just a year older. Oh no, yeah, it would have actually been Ashley Klein. It would have been Masters' 18th birthday last week. Probably the day before their game, and I didn't even realise. Robson off to Jackson Nichols. Here we go. Can we see something from Jackson? He gets the offload off. Oh no, you're joking. How far forward was it? Oh, that's flat. Seen worse calls. Seen some of them ones that are a bit more forward than that get called normal. Here we go. Prime scoring opportunity here. Nick Pappenhausen. Did he just step Ben Masters? He stepped his teammate. Ben Masters was playing fullback until Nick Pappenhausen came into the side. But good tackle by Talonga. Someone needs to help Jackson out here. They do. Pappenhausen, he's really trying to get over, isn't he? They made a gap for Winey. Who jumped at the line trying to get the interception? Who was it? Cooper, he went the wrong way. He must have thought it was going to go to May. But it went to Winey, and Winey gets over for the first try of this game. Rivers is kicking. That's actually a surprise, I'm not going to lie. With Kaylin May, who's arguably one of the best goal kickers I've ever seen. And Keon Masters is kicking. Keon Masters doesn't really kick, but Keon Masters is teammates with he's going to be teammates with Danny Rivers next season, and Dylan Masters, which he's versing both of their brothers. But it's weird because Keon Masters' main position is 5'8", but he can play fullback, centres, halfback. He can play anywhere, just like his brother. His brother, yeah, he's been playing centres and fullback, but his brother can play 5'8". Storm kicking, straight down to Chase Robertson. Chase Robertson, he might be a little boy, but he's only like 16 as well. I'm pretty sure this is a very young side, the Tongans. They have the youngest side in the comp. Their captain's Ben Masters, because even though, yeah, he's a bull hog. Oh, that's how you start a game with Ben Masters in it. Oh, Keo, I thought Keo had the ball there. Cruz Cattell got the intercept. Yeah, that's how you show Ben Masters what's up. We need to watch that replay on that. I know I'm watching a lot of replays, but this is a big game. Who was that? More. That's how you shut up Ben Masters. Boom. He's had a pretty good game so far, Masters, until then. Hand the step. Peyton. Jackson Nichols does come in and grab him. Turns out Jackson Nichols did actually have a season-ending injury, but it was a torn meniscus, so he was playing with a torn meniscus, which that's usually a season-ending injury. Rivers is going for a 40-20, good charge down, not played out though. Now it's fifth. Need that kind of charge down again. Doesn't really happen, but the kick doesn't go too far. Cust gets it. We're almost at the end of the first half. Keo sets his brother up. Off to Hughes. Hughes almost gets over. Chase Robertson's the first one over for Tonga. Wait. I kind of forgot who scored the try for Australia. Oh, Winey. Winey scored the try for Australia. Keo Masters. He likes his dreads, Keo Masters. He's had it for a little while. He's had dreads for a little while now. To tie it all up with a minute left to go in the first half. Easy conversion, straight in front, and he's got it. No problem. Celebrating hard. He's got big legs and big arms like his brother. He's trapped himself for a bit little. He's taller than his brother though. Keo's 50. He's 3 years younger than his brother, and he's taller than him. Boom, Tweed. It's his first run of the game. Puts a shot on, and that's the end of the first half. All tied up here. Try by Chase Robertson and Brad Winey. Now Rivers is going to get us kicked off here. Like, no disrespect to Rivers about the goal kicking thing. Rivers, I think he was like 80% succession rate. But over in the Super League, Kaylin May won the comp and was a 90 succession rate, and his team scored the most tries in the league. More tries than the Crocodiles did. They dominated the league. Chase Robertson Chase Robertson, could he be over for a second? He thinks he is. He's celebrating. Rivers is chasing hard, but he's over. Chase Robertson, he's having a good game. 2 tries in quick succession. Just had to go back into the, he had to go in the sheds real quick, but still. Rivers was getting close. If that was a 100-meter sprint, Rivers would have catched him. I reckon that's the fastest I've ever seen Rivers run. Another conversion set from right in front for Keogh. Robertson, 2 quick tries. I'm not sure what team Robertson's playing for. Nice. Masters, Ben would hate that. Ben would feel so embarrassed. Ben barely ever celebrates after a try sometimes. And Keogh celebrating like that after a conversion kick. I don't know, Ben just like always trying to act nonchalant, you know, I guess. Boom. Hakafoa, good run. I just realised Sapple's on playing dummy half. Ben's actually passed a lot this game. Doherty. It matters what day the Raiders game is, but he might play for Raiders as well this week. Is that a 40-20? Yes, it is. Cooper. Great 40-20. Collins is going to take the first run. I thought he was almost over there. Pretty sure he bumped off Heidi there. Folker. Tweed knocks. No, Tweed did not knock it on. Tweed was getting rocked by the youngins, I'm pretty sure, last game. Yeah, it just stayed flat. Kinda lucky there. And Hughes is over. Masters to Masters to Hughes. Oh no, he might have dropped it. Ashley Kine thinks it's a knock on. No, that's fine. No. From what I'm seeing, it looks fine. Try. This is the first RRLC, the first ever RRLC chat Pacific Nations. But in the NRLC, Australia's never lost to Tonga or Samoa. They've lost to New Zealand and England, and that's it. Never ever any other country. So this doesn't count for their history, as this is a completely different comp. Masters, he missed it. Yeah, he's not a main goal kicker, but it's alright. Now he's running to the crowd. Oh. Must have been pretty embarrassed. I mean, that was a hard goal kick. Hard conversion kick. Cooper can kick. Cooper is I'm pretty sure he's the main kicker for every team he plays for. I don't think he plays for one, but I think he's on the reserves for one. He doesn't actually play, but he's on for the reserves of the reserves. He's the goal kicker, I'm pretty sure. Rivers kicks it long. Collins is calling for it. Collins says mine. Boom, Collins. Maybe it was a good reason he called for mine. He pulls off another stiff arm. They do give it to Keogh Masters. Hawk. The Hawk brothers have been absolutely dominating any forward packs this year. So the way this comp works, right, is every team versus once, and then we go to a grand final for obviously first and second. Well, not obviously, but yeah, that's how it works. First and second. I reckon that's one of the first plays where Masters ran and didn't pass. This game. Ben, by the way. Kira's... Oh no, Ben... But Ben, that one time when he didn't pass, he was actually just by himself. There's no point passing. Pappenhausen gets caught. Third. Cruz Cattell. That's fourth tackle. They're probably going for a 40-20. They are, but just Maverick Storm. Like I've said, some dummy halves know, some locks know how to kick. Jackson Storm is not one of them. Chase Robertson's through a bit of gap again. He's got running room. Pappenhausen. And he's waving off the Australian fans. Rivers is coming in, but it doesn't matter. Robertson. Oh no, Rivers. Maybe it does matter. I know he did come in eventually. Maybe Rivers it does matter. Oh. Yeah, I think he drops that. But unless the pressure of the floor made him drop it. Rivers with the try-saving tackle. 1 second, guys. May runs it straight into Low, who's a prop turn second row. Who's actually playing prop right now, though. He almost got his hat trick, Robertson. Yeah, it was fair enough for him to celebrate. Nobody can hate on him for celebrating, but should have celebrated maybe after the try. They're calling it back for the knock-on. Keel Masters is feeding the ball in. Phoenix Hawk. Boom. Phoenix and Jet are both on now at the same time. That didn't actually happen many times last season. Sometimes one of them came off for each other. Masters just couldn't get... Keel couldn't just get that pass off. Fifth and final. Oh, Tweed puts a shot on Cruz Cattell, but Cruz Cattell was able to hold it. No, he wasn't able to hold it, but it didn't go forwards. Moore is tackled by Keel Masters. Rivers. It's fourth tackle. Finally gets the offload off to May. May, we haven't seen him do much today. But I guess, as I said, Tonga will be the Tongan team will be like really a team to watch out for. I was saying that before I even saw the squads. I just know who was eligible, and as Keel Masters makes a bit of a break. Off to Cooper. Cooper off to an intercept to Winey. And then an intercept, and then another one. What the heck happened there? So, Hillbilly hits its face, Cooper with the intercept, and then hits Hillbilly's back and James with the intercept. less than a minute left to go. Well, just over a minute left to go, and Tonga have a 10-point lead. So this is definitely a game over. And the siren goes, and then Tonga take the first win. But there will be another game on today. Samoa, New Zealand. Oh, you know what I just realised? All these games, the first round, Australia, Tonga, and Samoa, New Zealand are the two teams the teams that were combined. But there's no players and stuff now. As always, guys, did enjoy, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.